The week, the 7th to the 11th of July. What does this week have in store for each and every one of us? On Thursday, the 10th, we will have a full moon in Capricorn. As always, I will make additional video about that energy. Otherwise, I think that I feel that this is a little quiet period of our life. I watched another video from another tarot reader that I talked about before, and she works with the energy of the moon, and she doesn't do readings like when we enter into a new month. For example, she doesn't do the astrological reading from the 1st to the 31st or 30th. As usual, she does it when the new moon starts. So she told me in a video that I watched that there will be a longer pause between the moon phases than there usually are. Usually, I think what she meant was that we go directly into a new phase. When one phase is over, we go directly into a new phase. So, but she told me that there are many pauses in between the moon phases now, and that is very interesting. So I feel maybe July is a little pause before everything explodes. So I feel that August will be something significant, so we'll see. But the week ahead, let's see. And for those of you who have birthday the week to come, happy birthday to each and every one of you. So the interesting thing is that when I prepared this reading, I suddenly come to think about the company 7-11, because we have from the 7th to the 11th of July, and I had to, because I'm a very curious person, and I had to check up on 7-11 to see if there were any additional messages. And of course, the angel number 7-11 is an encouragement to seek new opportunities and have faith in your dreams, in your manifestations. And it's also a confirmation that you are on the right path. So just have that in mind. But the company 7-11 started in Texas, USA. I think it was in the 40s. I read, and the interesting thing is that they had, in the beginning, they had a totem as their symbol, and that changes throughout the years. But that was very interesting. And when I bought this new deck that I love very much, the Medicine Woman. This is in Spanish, and when I looked at the back of this deck, we have the totem of the coyote. And the coyote is, of course, around the area of Texas and the Midwest, as it is called in the US. And this totem is encouraging you to have a more sense of humor in your own life. So maybe it's an encouragement to smile and to laugh a little bit more of yourself throughout this week. Now, let's look at the oracle cards to see what is the messages for this week. Breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. So if you have a vacation, maybe you should do some breathing exercise, do some yoga. There are many breathing exercises associated with yoga that is very good for calming down. And of course, there's something about release. If you add some new habits, into your life, maybe you do some breathing, start to do some breathing exercises, like a new habit of yours. That is when you release old patterns. So instead of drinking your morning coffee, do some breathing exercises, then maybe take your morning coffee afterwards. For example, clear audience. That is the clear hearing. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. So, we talk to ourselves a lot throughout the day. And maybe much more than you are aware of. I can confirm that for myself. I think my head is working 24/7. But yeah, if you hear something, get an idea, maybe something you hear on social media, for example, or any other, or you see it in a movie. Yeah, that is a guidance. We get a lot of information from lyrics, from songs, from movies, as I said, without us, and of course social media, without us being aware of it fully. So maybe tune into that. Another the clear seeing. So the clear hearing and the clear seeing this week. I'm helping your spiritual side to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. So a breath, when you breathe calmly, you will hear and see everything clearly. Yeah. So meditation, I feel. When you go into a meditative state of mind, of course, that is when you can hear clearly and see clearly. So, exiting the weekend, we start with the Three of Pentacles. This is, for me, always talking about aligning your mind, body and soul. But from the producer of this card, of this deck, you can see that there are some people in the background here looking at this woman, and they are impressed of her skills. So there is something about your skills throughout this week. Maybe you are your boss is impressed. Maybe if you have worked throughout the weekend, maybe your boss will be impressed how you organized and pulled through. If it has been a very hectic weekend, I guess so. Maybe for some of you, especially living in the US, it has been a hectic weekend because you had an extra day off with the 4th of July, and maybe there has been a lot of, maybe people not showing up to work, and how you organized the work situation with less personnel, for example. Okay, let's, or if you have had, if you're working in a restaurant, for example, or in a hotel, maybe you had more guests than usual. So let's pull out 5 cards as always from Monday to Friday. So Monday is already come out. This deck is very fond of jumping cards. Whoa. This suddenly almost fell on the floor. Have to be a little bit careful when shoveling this deck. Okay. So we have all 5 here now. And I will reveal the back as always at the end. I hope I can fit all in. Yeah, okay. Monday we saw the death card, transformation. Yeah, this is the potential for the change. You know, when maybe your boss saw how you handle the extreme of the weekend, if you worked through the weekend, there had been a lot of, as I said, maybe customers. You had to work with fewer staff because of the celebration throughout the weekend. This doesn't mean literally only for you living in the US, but all over Europe now it is vacation time, and of course if it has been beautiful weather people want to be outside and enjoy it, of course, especially in the Nordic countries, because this summer doesn't last too long in those. So yeah, there is something transformative starting on Monday. This is the clear hearing. You will hear something on. There are maybe not many listening to the radio these days. Of course, we have digital radio. So if you listen to digital radio, you know, radio station is not as it was once upon a time, but maybe you listen to podcasts. Social media, of course. You get some news. There is something about some news. Wednesday, day before the full moon. Magician in the reverse. Usually don't read reverses, as I've said many times before. But it's time to release the manifestations now, and don't be unwavering in your clear thinking now, your clear seeing and your clear hearing. We don't have the clear cognizance here, but don't be unwavering about your dreams and your manifestations now. Hold on and have faith. This is an encouragement to believe in the magic of the possibilities and magic of the universe. Now, the full moon. So we have 4 major arcana this week. So this week is significant for each and every one of us. The full moon, it's time to release and take some risks. If you want to gain whatever you are dreaming about, it's time to have the courage now to take the risk, to move fast forward with the car here. They have changed from the wagon to the car. The car is of course much faster. If it had been a plane, maybe it had been even more faster. And the last one, Friday. Wow, 5 major arcana. Friday, If you are invited to go out with your friends, say no and just be at home and pamper yourself. Maybe there are some tasks that you have been putting on hold in your home. Maybe it's of course your own self-care. Maybe you should take care of your hair, go to a hairdresser, dye your hair, cut your hair, whatever. Fixing your nails, doing some skincare. Yeah, just pamper yourself on Friday. Of course, if you have to go to work, then you do it afterwards or before work, whatever. But there's something about self-care. Last but least, wow, entering into the weekend with the 10 of Pentacles. You have achieved all your goals throughout this week. So this is amazing. Your house looks clean. Maybe that is why you need to be home on Friday. Your house looks clean. Maybe you are expecting guests, summer guests from friends, family, you name it. Maybe there is an event going on the weekend to come. Maybe you are celebrating something. Well, you have everything on your plate, so don't worry. This looks amazing. Yeah. So have a great week ahead. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye for now.